LEGO Ideas is one of the group's most creative themes, and they have a huge number of projects in the pipeline. So in this video, I'll go through what we'll be getting and when they'll arrive in 2025. First up, around the start of the year, we'll see the two winners of the Explore the Cosmos competition, namely the Microrail Command Center with 250 pieces and a couple of tiny astronauts, and the 247-piece moon car with 2 minifigs. These won't be for sale, instead coming as LEGO Insiders rewards, so you will need to spend points to get them. February will then see the first proper retail set, 21354, being the Cullen House from Twilight. This is $220, €220, £190, with 2001 pieces, although why they couldn't have added an extra 4 to match the year it was first published is a bit of a head-scratcher. Unless that's just the minifigs, because worryingly, this was only proposed with 4, Bella, Edward, Jacob, and Carlisle. Frankly, it would be a huge failure if the whole Cullen family wasn't included, especially at the price being asked, so watch this space. Now, although we know what the other sets for 2025 will be, the order is not confirmed. I will, however, give you my best educated guess at what order these will release in. The Valentines Challenge winner should naturally come in February in collaboration with Target, although the winning set, one of these 5, isn't scheduled to be announced until February 1st. In addition to this, though, there is also 40759, a GWP of a Valentine heart with a white bow and flowers of purple, orange and white underneath it. Now, also around springtime should be the winner of the STEM competition Knowledge is Power. This was originally proposed with 528 pieces, so will be a small retail set once again in collaboration with Target. Now though, back to the bigger sets, and there's the minifigure price machine, which was a great concept, and it will be exciting to see what minifigs LEGO choose to put with this. Of course, there was also a separate fan vote for a castle-themed faction and classic space color minifig, so we know that 2 of those will be included, although it hasn't been officially announced which color or faction was chosen. Anyway, the set itself was approved back in May 2024, so I would guess that we will see it around March. As for the Western River Steamboat, this was approved at the same time, so I'd put it for release in April. This time of year also usually sees more expensive sets. Just think the D&D one from last year. So as this was both large, at around 30 inches long and 17 inches high, and a highly detailed submission, I suspect a suitably big price tag will be attached. April makes sense for that. Next up, I would expect to see the Italian Riviera. Proposed with 2,900 pieces, it naturally seems a summer set, given the subject matter, these beautiful pastel colours, and of course, featuring a gelato store. So, July or August seems reasonable, considering that it's unlicensed, which means that production should be quite a bit quicker. As for the hugely colourful Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, I'd hazard a guess at September, but it does seem a bit tight for production as this was only approved in August 2024. Now, it does have a lot of small parts, which will also drive the price up, but it is naturally a very popular source material. As long as they don't change it too much, like they did the likes of the Nightmare Before Christmas set, then sales should be high. Pixar's Luxo Lamp also got approved after a lot of behind-the-scenes negotiations and could reasonably be put in anywhere through the year. But after the delays in getting it approved, I'd be surprised if they managed to produce this until late summer or autumn at the earliest. And of all of them on this list, it's the most likely to be bumped into 2026. Speaking of autumn though, the winner of the GWP competition, Autumn Snails, would make sense to be released around September. A cute design, this will make for a popular gift with purchase. One of the biggest LEGO Ideas sets of the year will be the Goonies, and whilst the 40th anniversary of the film would make a June release most sensible, production happening that quick would be unheard of by LEGO. So I suspect commercially October makes the best sense for them. This again is a time of the year which usually sees LEGO release higher priced sets, which this will naturally need to be in order to maintain the integrity of the proposed design. If you want to learn more about it, you can watch the interview between its exceptionally talented designer and a roguishly handsome interviewer, link in the description below. And then there's also the BuildableGizmo, which would have been brilliant if released in 2024 for the 40th anniversary, but as it is, we'll have to wait until the end of 2025 to see this one, ideally in time for Christmas. And of course, most recently, in November 2024, the Minerals display was chosen to become a future set. Whilst this doesn't have a third-party IP to slow down production, meaning that it could come sooner rather than later, I think they have so many other projects that this would be surprising to see before 2026. Everything else, though, makes for a packed 2025, and there will be plenty of new challenges and ideas submissions too, which I will cover in other videos throughout the year, so make sure to subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.